Hello everyone, today we have a couple of mnemonics that will help you remember a couple of points about the head and neck. Which vein drains the dangerous area of the face? Is the inferior ophthalmic vein. How can you remember this one? You can remember it by remembering this. Devil area, keep an eye on it. The word devil has D at the start, which give you the dangerous, and I in the middle, which give you the inferior ophthalmic vein. How you can remember the ophthalmic? You can remember it from the word eye. So devil area, this is a devil area, keep an eye on it. It will give you the vein that drain it, which is inferior ophthalmic vein. This extra point to help you, the devil come from the inferior places, so it's inferior ophthalmic vein. I hope it's clear. Devil area, keep an eye on it. Devil will remind you, the D will remind you of the dangerous area, and the I will remind you of the inferior. Keep an eye on it, the I will remind you of the ophthalmic. The word devil is for dangerous, and as you know, devil always come from the inferior places, and this is the dangerous area. So if you have an infection here, then it can easily transmit to the brain. That's why it's a devil area, keep an eye on it. And I created this image, by the way, using artificial intelligence. So YouTube, please don't give me copyright strike. The next mnemonic, muscles supplied by oculomotor nerve are levator palpebrae superioris, superior rectus, inferior rectus, medial rectus, sympathetic fiber to Mallar's muscle, inferior oblique, and sphincter pupillae. How can you remember this one? You can remember it by remembering this mnemonic. I see light in my situation, shiny eyes. The word eyes will remind you we're speaking about the muscles of the eye supplied by the oculomotor. And the beginning of each letter in the rest of the words will remind you of each muscle. I is for inferior rectus. The letter S in C for superior rectus. The letter L in light for levator papillae superioris. The letter M is for medial rectus. The letter S in situation for sympathetic fiber to Mallar's muscle. And the letter S in shiny for sphincter pupillae. And the word eyes will remind you the mnemonic. So I see light in my situation, shiny eyes. Muscles of the eye innervation, you can remember it by remembering this line. SO4, LR6, all the rest is by 3. Explanation. SO4 represents the superior oblique, SO4 superior oblique, which is innervated by the cranial nerve 4, which is trochlear, so SO4. LR6 represents the lateral rectus muscle, which is innervated by the cranial nerve 6, abducens nerve. All the rest refer to all other muscles of the eye, which are innervated by cranial nerve number 3, oculomotor nerve. Next mnemonic, what's the structure on which the oculomotor nerve is pressed against? The answer is vitreous part of the temporal bone. How you can remember this one? You can remember it by remembering this phrase. Oculomotor pushes triangle. The oculomotor, we're talking about oculomotor, that's obvious. The letter B in pushes is for vitreous part. And the letter T in triangle, as shown in the screen, is for temporal bone. In the area of attachment of tentorium cerebelli, oculomotor pushes triangle. That's all what you need to remember. And how you can remember the mnemonic? Oculomotor pushes triangle. Oculomotor is the cranial nerve number 3, and triangle has 3 angles. So oculomotor pushes triangle. And here, as you can see in this picture, this is a temporal bone, the green one here, and here is all the parts of the temporal bone. As you can see in the green circle, I circled the vitreous part. This is the vitreous part of temporal bone. And as you can see here in the black circle here, this is the oculomotor nerve, and it does press on the vitreous part of temporal bone around attachment of the tentorium cerebelli. The fold in the black screen, this fold is the tentorium cerebelli. And this is another picture. The red circle does contain the oculomotor nerve. The fold just above the oculomotor nerve is tentorium cerebelli, and the bone underneath is vitreous part of temporal bone. Our last mnemonic for today, tonsils. As you know, you have pharyngeal tonsil, palatine tonsils, and lingual tonsils. How you can remember this one? Easy. You can remember it by just remembering people have tonsils. People, as shown in the screen, is PBL. P for pharyngeal, the next P for palatine, and the L for lingual. And that's all for today. If you find this helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. It will take 10 seconds from you, but it will mean the world for us. Thank you and good luck with your study.